Hey everyone, it's me, Tim, and today I'm going to be talking about what I have packed with me on this motorcycle for a cross-country multi-month trip. I've been on the road for about 3 months now. A lot of that has been stationary visiting family, but this is what I have packed with me for indefinite travel. I don't know when I'm going to be returning home to Phoenix. So I'm going to show you guys what I have packed with me right after this. All right, so of course I have my tent here. This is the Lone Rider ADV tent. I'm very happy with this tent. I've been using it now for over a year, and it's holding up really well. Definitely happy with this tent. Of course, in the tent I have my helmet, my riding gear, jacket and pants, gloves, formal adventure boots, all of that. And that's about it for riding gear and my tent. Over here, I think what we'll do is start with this bag right here, which is all of my camping gear, with the exception of my tent. My tent just goes right here on top of this, but this is all of the rest of my camping gear. So let's go ahead and show you what's in here. First up, we have my Mulebex chair. And the canvas for the chair is right here. So like I said, this is my Mulebex chair. I've been very happy with this thing so far. I've been using it now for just under a year. It's holding up really well so far. Very happy with it. So I definitely recommend that. Pretty much everything I'm using, I recommend. I don't have any gear with me that I'm not happy with, so I'll stop saying that. Okay, next in here, I have a portable power bank so I can charge my phone at night. I have a knit hat, my headlamp, rechargeable. I've been using this thing now for about 4 years and it's still holding up well. I'll leave a link down below to this and everything else that I'm mentioning in this video. This is my air mattress. It's the Sleep and Go. It's pretty cheap. It's on Amazon. I've been pretty happy with it. It's holding up well. I will say though, I did buy 2 of these previous to this and they were defective, but they did let me return it and get a new one. This one has not been defective. This one stays inflated all night. So I'm happy with this, the Sleep and Go sleeping pad. Next, one of my favorite pieces of gear is my Sea to Summit, or Nemo rather. This is my Nemo Pillow. This thing is really great, sleeping pillow. It's inflatable, but it has a foam insert in here, so when you're laying down on it, it doesn't feel like an inflatable pillow, which can be kind of hard. It's got a little bit of sponge to it, and I definitely get good sleep with this thing. And next is my sleeping quilt from Zen Bivy. Zen Bivy is the name of the company. It's not actually a bivy, it's a sleeping quilt basically. I've been really happy with this thing. It's very, very warm. No complaints with that. And then also the blue thing is a silk liner. And that's about it in here. I do have some wet wipes down there, so I can kind of wash up a little bit when I crawl into my tent, so I'm not getting in my sleeping quilt all dirty. And that's everything in this bag. Okay, next is my tank bag from Moscow Moto, the Nomad tank bag. It's been holding up really well for me. I've been using it for about 2.5 years now. In here, basically, I'm not going to pull everything out, but I have assorted chargers, batteries for the GoPro, some snacks, some chapsticks, some sunscreen, and just sort of odds and ends things that I didn't have any other place for. Also, I guess I'll just mention this. I have a camera mount right here for the GoPro, my phone mount right here. This is my charging situation right now. It's plugged directly into the battery, which I'm not thrilled with. I've actually ordered the factory installed one right here, so I'll be putting that in, and that I won't have to worry about draining my battery overnight. So I have to remember every night to unplug this or it'll kill my battery. It's kind of a pain. Okay, next let's go through this side case right here. In the back, in this bag, I have some chain lube, chain cleaner, and a brush. I'm not going to pull that stuff out and show you. I got my flip-flops in here. Some water up front. In here, I have my socks and underwear. I would say I have 4 pairs of underwear and 4 pairs of socks in there. My toiletry kit, toothbrush, deodorant, shaver, all of that kind of stuff. This is my Dynaplug air pump for inflating a tire if I get a puncture. It packs pretty small and I've been really happy with it. This is my first aid kit, just assorted bandages and gauze and some different medications like antihistamines and anti-diarrhea pills and lots of band-aids. This is my down puffy from Patagonia. Definitely a big fan of this. Okay, a little further down, I have this Mid-Atlantic VDR map, which I only got to use a little bit, unfortunately. I may do some of that on the way back to Phoenix, though. Tire tube patch kit, which should be in my tool case, but it's not. I'll put that in there. This is my rain jacket from Eddie Bauer. It's pretty nice all-weather outer layer. And a little further down, I have a long sleeve shirt that should be in with the rest of my clothes, just stuffed in there. I got some zip ties. I got my camp towel. My Spot X. It's a GPS, not GPS, satellite communicator in case I get into trouble out in the wilderness. I'm able to get in touch with somebody and get help. This rather bulky and heavy item is a battery charger for the bike. If I happen to drain the battery, this will jump start it for me. So that's pretty sweet. This is from Gulu, jump starter power bank. I'm pretty sure I can charge other things on this as well. I haven't needed to, but I'm pretty sure I could if I needed to, but it will definitely jump the bike. I've had to use it on the BMW a while back. That's why I started carrying it. And that's pretty much it in there. I do have some bleed stop somebody gave me. That needs to go in my first aid kit. I'm going to put that where it belongs. Before I go to the next side case, I want to talk about this bag right here. Basically, this is all of my food-related items in one bag. I have my jet boil, my coffee mug, some assorted coffee, and a few camping meals. Keeping it kind of simple on this trip. I wasn't getting too carried away with my cooking, and I wanted to be packed a little lighter. So I didn't bring my full kitchen setup where I would be able to cook a lot more than just what I can do with the jet boil. So that's what's in this bag here. Okay, back here I have my bike cover. I like to cover my bike at night. It just kind of keeps it out of sight, out of mind, and people are less likely to try to steal something off my bike, which I'm not really too concerned about, but it just gives me a little bit of peace of mind, and it's a pretty small and light item to carry. A couple more drinks up front, a Gatorade and a water. And let's go in here. Okay, first up I got my fleece. This is just a comfortable mid-layer. Okay, I have some bug spray, self-explanatory. My vitamins that I take in the morning. A ball cap, FTA Adventures ball cap. In here, I have the rest of my clothes. So this would be like my pants. I have 2 pairs of pants, 1 pair of shorts, and 3 t-shirts. Not including the t-shirt that I'm wearing. So I actually have 4 t-shirts. And the only reason I'm carrying so many t-shirts is because I knew I was going to be stationary visiting family for multiple weeks, and I didn't want to have to do laundry every 3 days. Some extra straps. This is a external hard drive for my laptop for extra footage, to store extra footage. I have my passport. This is my toolkit. More wet wipes, or these are actually sanitizing wipes. This is my shoes. I have some coffee. Some 2 wheels in a tent. My buddy Cody, he has his own coffee flavor, which is pretty cool. Tire irons, because now I have a bike with tube type tires, so just the patch kit is no longer enough. This is just a small hand towel. Mostly I use this for kitchen stuff. That should actually be in my kitchen bag. Some duct tape, and that's it in there. So the only thing left is in here. I just got this installed the other day from Harbor Freight. It's pretty easy to install, and it costs about 30 bucks, I think. Put some cigarettes in here, and a snack. These are my medication. This goes over here, so I can take that tonight. And then I have my laptop, and I'm so thrilled with how this fits in here just so perfectly. This is the MacBook Pro 15-inch, the model from a couple of years ago. Obviously I'm very happy with that. I use it quite often. So that's about it for that. And I think that covers everything. So yeah, that's everything that I have packed with me for a multi-month indefinite travel kind of trip. This would be enough if I decided to just keep going and not go home to Arizona. I could just keep going. I have everything that I need. And it's also not overkill. It's not so much that it's too much for like a 3-day trip, which I'm actually technically on a 3-day mini trip in the midst of this larger trip. I'm on a 3-day trip right now, testing out how all the gear feels on the new bike, and it's not overkill for that. I've used pretty much everything that I have packed with me on this trip so far, with the exception of the rain gear. I didn't need that, but everything else I've used so far, and the rain gear, I could definitely end up needing that. Certainly don't mind not having to use it. So anyways, that is everything I have packed with me for a long trip, for a long motorcycle trip. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will leave links down below to all of the items I talked about. And I'll probably throw some review videos of some of this gear that I've done. I'll leave links down in the description. If you saw anything and you're wondering, you want a more in-depth review of it, I probably have one, so I'll link all of those down below as well. And that is it for today. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.